Viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today our model is the kidney. So let's begin the kidney model. The kidneys are on the posterior side. We will discuss the related organs that are in front of it, anterior to it. So first you can see this is the spleen, and this is the pancreas, this is the duodenum, which has its four parts. The first part of the duodenum, the second, the third and the fourth part of the duodenum. And you can see the major branch. This is the major branch, which is called as the abdominal aorta. This is the celiac trunk. From the celiac trunk, three main arteries arise. This is the splenic artery, this is the hepatic artery, and this is the gastroduodenal artery. The gastroduodenal artery has the two branches. This is the epiploic artery and this is the superior pancreaticoduodenal artery. This is the superior mesenteric artery, this is the superior mesenteric vein, and this is the inferior pancreaticoduodenal artery. The portal vein, this is the inferior vena cava, this is the abdominal aorta, this is the gallbladder. From the gallbladder, this is the cystic duct and the bile duct, which forms the common bile duct. The common bile duct along with the pancreatic duct goes and joins the major papilla and the duodenum. There is a common term which is known as the sphincter of OD, which is combination of the three sphincters. This is the So the sphincter of OD comprises of the three sphincters: Byoden sphincter, this is the pancreatic sphincter, and this is the papillary sphincter. These all three sphincters combine to form the sphincter of OD. So this is the model of the kidney. We have removed the pancreas, duodenum and the stomach and spleen part. We can see on the posterior abdominal wall, this is the structure of the kidneys. This is the right kidney and this is the left kidney. The identification of the right and the left is the right kidney is a little lower than the left kidney. This is the ureter, this is the hilum of the kidneys, this is the inferior vena cava, this is the abdominal aorta, this is the superior mesenteric artery, this is the celiac trunk, this is the left renal vein, this is the right renal vein, this is the left suprarenal gland, and this is the right suprarenal gland. Another illustration of the model of the kidney. From inside of the kidney, you can see this is the inside structure of the kidney, this is the nephron of the structure, and this is the glomerulus of the structure. We will discuss each of these structures in detail. So you can see this is the capsule of the kidney from the outside, and the inside structure you can see this is the parenchyma. You can see this is the capsule of the kidney from the outside, and from the inside you can see this is the parenchyma of the kidney. In the parenchyma, the whitish in color, you can see this is the cortex of the kidney, and the pinkish in color, you can see this is the medulla of the kidneys. And inside the medulla, you can see the pyramid shaped structures. These are the renal pyramids of the kidneys. Between the renal pyramids, you can see that the cortex protrudes inwards between the medulla of the kidney. These are called as the renal columns. And this structure you can see this is called as the sinus of the kidney, and the entrance where the vessels and the nerves enter, this is called as the hilum of the kidney. This includes the ureter, renal artery, and the renal vein. Discuss the branches of the renal artery. First, when the renal artery enters, it divides into the intersegmental arteries. The intersegmental artery goes and then it divides into the interlobar arteries. Then the interlobar arteries continues and goes to the medulla, and it divides into the arcuate arteries. The arcuate arteries are named because of the arc-like structures. These are the arcuate arteries. Then the arcuate arteries branch and give off many small branches. These are called as the interlobular arteries. These are the interlobular arteries. Interlobular arteries are also called as the corticoradial arteries. Then come the veins. The interlobular veins combine with the arcuate veins, and then they form the interlobar veins. The interlobar veins continue and they join the renal veins. Apex of the renal pyramids, these are called as the renal papilla. The renal papilla open into the minor calyx. The minor calyx open into the major calyx. The major calyx open into the pelvis, and the pelvis opens into the ureter. You can see in this model that there is the nephron structure. We will see it in the detailed sections. So you can see this structure is the nephron structure. Nephron is the functional unit of the kidney. This is the glomerulus and it continues into the proximal convoluted tubule. The proximal convoluted tubule descends and it forms the descending loop of the Henle, and the descending loop of the Henle then ascends and forms the ascending limb of the loop of the Henle. Then the ascending limb of the loop of the Henle goes upward and forms the distal convoluted tubule. The distal convoluted tubule then opens into the collecting duct. This is, you can see, this is the collecting duct, and the collecting duct then forms the collecting duct forms the papillary duct. This you can see that this portion, the A portion, this is the cortex, this is the outer medulla, and the C portion is the inner medulla. Now comes the arteries and the veins. This you can see that the arteries, these are the interlobar arteries. The interlobar arteries and the veins. You can see this is the interlobar arteries. The interlobar arteries continues, and these are the arcuate arteries, enters into the arcuate arteries. Then the arcuate arteries, they form the interlobular arteries. The interlobular arteries, you can see this is the interlobular arteries, and the or continuously you can see the veins. These are the arcuate veins, and this forms the interlobular veins. Now you can see the small ball-like structures in the model. These are the glomerulus. From the glomerulus, you can see this is the afferent arteriole, and this the artery which leaves the glomerulus. It is the efferent arteriole, and you can see from the efferent arteriole it forms the peritubular capillaries. This is the peritubular capillaries. This is the structure of the renal corpuscle, which includes the Bowman's capsule, and from inside you can see this is the glomerulus. So the Bowman's capsule is composed of the two layers. The outer is a parietal layer, and the inner one you can see this is the visceral layer. Now you can see that the inside structure, which is the glomerulus, it starts from the afferent arteriole. The afferent arteriole continues and forms a tuft of the capillaries, which are called as the glomerular capillaries, and these capillaries then join and leave the glomerulus through the efferent arteriole. And then you can see in the capillaries, these are the podocytes. These cells are called as the podocytes, which lie on the capillaries. So this you can see, this is the urinary space from which the filtered material from the capillaries filter out and enter the space, and then it passes through the proximal convoluted tubule. This is the starting structure of the proximal convoluted tubule. Urinary space is also called as the Bowman space. So this ends the model of the liver. Please like, subscribe and share it with your friends. Allah Hafiz.